Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. After not being around, and as far as uploading in 2 weeks, because the Giants didn't play last week, and I've just been absorbing information. I'm back. So here we go with this dang on recap. The Giants beat the Texans 24-16. As expected, if the Giants lost this game, I probably would be losing my mind. I'd be cussing them out, wondering what kind of team they are. Um, they were okay. There's a lot of things they could have done better. They seven in the first, 14 in the third, and 3 points in the fourth. They had 67 total plays, 20 called passes. They probably I think one if Daniel Jones scrambled like once or twice. He scrambled a few times, but as far as what would go down as pass versus run, it was 20 pass, 47 runs. He took 3 sacks. He had 17 pass attempts. Did Daniel Jones. They ran air at the football. They really just ran the bleeping air out the bleeping mall. And a lot of those yards were Saquon Barkley. He went 35 carries for a $152 and a TD. As long as 27. Burrito was okay. He had 6 for 20 yards. Daniel Jones made some scrambles, 5 for 24. Wando Robinson had that one run, which wasn't really a good play call by Mike Kafka. Don't be surprised you hear me say that a lot because. But, let's see. Third down efficiency. Both Texans were only 3 of 10. They didn't convert a first down until the second quarter. They didn't even get one first down to the second quarter. They only had they ended up with 22, but a lot of that came in garbage time. One first down via penalty, 15 via pass, 6 running. The Giants had 19 first downs total, 8 passing, 10 via the run, 1 on a penalty. Their third down efficiency, they went 7 of 14. There was a fourth down they would have went for, but Jack Anderson false started and they were forced to punt. Special teams wasn't great. The return game didn't really get going, and Gillen had a tough day. His last punt was a good punt, but the rest it wasn't pretty. Let's say it like that. He had a punt that went for 14 or 19 yards. It went under 20 yards. The other, another punt that went out the back of the end zone, and just the rest was the rest, man. The Giants defense did play well though. They got to what's his face 4 times. Davis Mills got him 4 times. Forced 2 turnovers, a pick, and a fumble. The Texans had 7 penalties for 40 yards. They ain't going to get it done. Giants 5 for 24. Should have been less, but you know. Giants went 2 for 2 in the red zone. Texans only 1 of 6. A lot of this was really, and Giants won time of possession, but a lot of it, the Giants did a good job in holding down Damian Pierce. Pierce's his big run came when Dexter Lawrence was out the game. Beyond that, he had a tough day of it, honestly. They did a good job against the run. Davis Mills doesn't have enough arm strength to get some of those passes to where they need to go, so there were some balls that died at the end as far as getting to the receiver, which is they had a guy who had adequate arm strength. Probably would have been a different game. Giants defense did give up some big plays they shouldn't have though, so they got to be better. They're giving up some chunk plays as the game went along, and that's just unacceptable. Can't have that. Excuse me. The offense, they stalled out. There was obviously the false start from Jack Anderson, but Some of their drives stalled out because of Mike Kafka's play calling again. Like they were trying to get Rondo Robinson a carry in shotgun, too many shotgun runs that ended up for losses. Mike Kafka, it looked like that first drive he did a good job of calling plays, and then as the game went along, he turned back into Mike Kafka, calling plays like the bum he is. He honestly should have won the game. Should have scored more points than we did. We should have. There was opportunities we missed that we should have had. So this team still has a lot of work to do. They still can only play the one way. Adoree Jackson finally played well and didn't have one of those sorry plays. Because usually he'll make some good plays and then he'll have that one key sorry play. You're like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this guy? He didn't have that against the Texans, so that was good. Fabian Monroe did get beat for the Texans' lone touchdown. He went inside and Nico Collins beat him outside. So, that's how it goes sometimes. But by and large, the defense was solid. I did think they got a little too blitz happy in some of those situations, being up, but that's their defense. They got the stops when they needed to. Offensively, this is part of the reason why I wish we didn't let go of Antonio Williams, because Antonio Williams is more of that guy who can be that between the tackles runner that you could get like 10 to 15 carries to spell Saquon. You have Matt Breida. He's a fast guy, but one, he's had an injury history, and two, he's not that. He doesn't provide the kind of running, in my opinion, I think the Giants need to really spell Saquon to keep the run game crisp as it should be. And then Daniel Jones played well. He did miss 2 throws. I thought he missed the throw to Kenny Galladay on the first target to Galladay. Could have done a better job with that, but I think Galladay also got to do a better job trying to bring that in. And he missed, I think it was the guy they brought off the practice squad from Buffalo, or Slayton. It was someone on a crossing route. He just missed the throw. He was behind. But I know he had one other incompletion. I don't remember that one, but the one that bugged me out was the second target to Galladay. He dropped it. It was right in the breadbasket, and it should have went for first down and more. That killed off a drive late in the first half. I don't know what to do with Galladay, man. In my opinion, he looks like a guy who's lost all confidence. Well, maybe not all confidence, but he's not a confident guy. He, anytime the ball comes to him, it just seems to be something bad happening. I don't know if he angered the football deities, but something's going on, and he's not playing as well as he is expected to play, as well as he's played in the past. And I don't know if it's the offense. I don't know if it's all mental, if it's Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones hit him in the hands, he dropped it. So I don't know. Galladay has not played well. He's not shown they gave him the big contract, but to this point he only had one game where it looked like, all right, yeah, and that was the game against New Orleans last season. Beyond that, he hasn't had one of those game. Well, no, he had a few. He did have the opening week game against the Broncos last year. It was solid. It wasn't great, but I was like, all right, yeah, you got something going. Then he had the game against New Orleans, but beyond that, he is like he's just there. He's played poorly. He's been trash as far as his play. His play has been sorry. and I don't know if he I don't know if he can be counted on. I would like to count on him, but I just don't know. Like, it's bugging me out. But Dexter Lawrence is playing very well. Like I heard the announcer said Pro Bowl. He's playing out of, in my opinion now, maybe this is to my untrained eye as far as, hey, I don't have enough experience in looking at this, but I'd say he looks like he's playing like an all-pro nose tackle, in my opinion. Like, he's been playing that well. Saquon, in my opinion, should be an MVP candidate. He's been key. He's like, the Giants don't win the 7 games they've won without Saquon having big days. He's been key. Without his production, they don't win these games. Is he gonna win MVP? Most likely not. But should he be in the conversation? I think so. And Brian Dable for Coach of the Year, because, oh dear goodness. Like, honestly, this team was not projected to win more than 6 games. I know when we did the picks before the season, I got them winning 12 games. Oh, I'm only 5 away from that. but no, because like a lot of it, I knew was still going to come down to the play of Daniel Jones and how healthy would Saquon be. Saquon's played well. He's been healthy. I pray he stays healthy. Daniel Jones has not been a liability, aside from the game against Dallas, in my opinion. The game against Seattle, I don't even think that was so much him. There's just too, like, could he have played better? Sure. But I think there was just, I can't, pinning it on just him wouldn't be fair. And I don't pin the Dallas game on just him either, but, like, that was more glaring to me that he was more of a liability than an asset. The game against Seattle is just, I think that was more of the play calling from Mike Kafka offensively than anything else. But by and large, Daniel Jones has played well. That doesn't change the fact that he hasn't been a good player for his career, but he's playing well this season. And Dane Belton got his first pick. That was cool. Like, the Giants just continue finding ways to win games. They just make more plays than their opponents late, and that's all I can really ask of them, because I know there's still a lot of things this team needs as far as, like, linemen, receivers. Like, they don't lack. I still think they have a deficiency at quarterback as far as compared to the rest of the league. But that's me. The receivers, like, I can have all the confidence I want as far as what they can do, but the high-paid guy hasn't shown a lot of his confidence is shot from what I've seen. He hasn't given you the production you needed. Robinson is okay, but I don't know how good he is because I don't really trust the quarterback. Like I said, he's played better, but I still don't have full trust in him. But I also don't have full trust in Robinson as far as being the number one guy. We still need another running back, in my opinion, because Matt Breida ain't to play. We need linebackers still. Because, I mean, Jalen Smith is playing well, but we need that dynamic dude. And we do not have that as of right now. But that's just things I've seen. But bottom line is, Giants have work to do. They did win this game. And we got to do better against the Detroit Lions on Sunday. Because they're another team that has a bad record, but they could win a game if you let them hang around as well. They made key mistakes. They've lost more games than they won, but you know how this league goes. You sleep on an opponent, you end up losing. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video, subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell to all so you don't miss any of the posts when I upload. And until next time, hope everyone's having a great day. I am Scrub Zero. I will catch you all on the flip side.